Good morning, algebra students. It's Mrs. Charnley. We're going to try some remote learning here, some distance learning. I am going to make a video, or another teacher is going to make a video about the algebra lesson, and then you'll have work to complete each week. So we're going to start out with Unit 10. It's this red packet. Hopefully, most of you have that with you. If you don't, I will leave a PDF that you can print out, and maybe I'll just do a few pages at a time so you only have the pages that you need if you can print them at home. But we're looking at Unit 10, polynomials. So I know that in class we had gotten through Lesson 2, polynomials. We're going to skip this one. This is special cases. I know some of you like to have complete packets, but we're going to skip page 15 and 16 and 17 and 18. I'll be honest with you, they're not all that special. But we want to be on the same page with all the other Algebra 1 classes, and they're all starting right here on page 19, so we'll do the same. So what I'd like you to do is grab your packet, grab a pen or pencil, and then we're going to start working on page 19. So it's been a while, it's been 2 weeks, but if you remember, for these terms, we're looking to combine like terms. Technical difficulty there. Here. There we go. 3a squared doesn't have anything to match with, so we will call this 3a squared plus, now look at your a's, here's an a and here's an a. So 1a, remember this is 1a, plus 2a is equal to 3a, and then look on the end, 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. So 3a squared plus 3a plus 10. Let me grab a different marker. On the second one, same thing. Look at your like terms, d squared and d squared. So 4d squared plus 2d squared becomes 6d squared. 8d minus 7d becomes 1d. And negative 2 plus 6 becomes plus 4. Remember, you can use your calculator to add those coefficients in the front. That's no problem at all. Now we're going to subtract. If you recall in class, this is really negative 1. And I had you distribute this negative 1 to each term. So this is negative 4p cubed minus 2p squared plus 3p. In the beginning, we have 8p cubed minus 6p squared plus 2p. All of that stays the same. Now we're looking to combine like terms. 8p cubed negative 4p cubed becomes 4p cubed. Negative 6p squared and negative 2p squared becomes negative 8p squared. 2p plus 3p becomes 5p, and that takes care of all of our terms for number 3. For number 4, ask yourself, what number is right here? Well, this is a negative 1. And you want to distribute it to each term in the second set of parentheses. Negative 4s cubed stays the same, 2s stays the same, negative 3 stays the same. This is 2s squared minus s minus 7. Now we combine like terms. Now, I almost got tricked here. Negative 4s cubed and 2s squared, they're similar, but they have different exponents. We can't add them together. So negative 4s cubed plus 2s squared. Then I look for the s's. So here's a 2s, and here's a negative s. Remember, this is negative 1. So positive 2s and negative 1s becomes plus 1s. Negative 3 and negative 7 becomes negative 10. There you go. And number 5, this was multiply. We distribute. Now, exponent rules. We're 2 weeks out, so we're going to be a little bit rusty. You want to multiply the big numbers. 7 times 4 becomes 28. And add the small ones, add the exponents. 2 plus 3 becomes 5. 7 times negative 2 is negative 14, x to the 4th. 7x squared times 1 is 7x squared. And then finally over here, this was one of those special cases that aren't really that special. If I have 3x minus 8 squared, it really means I have 2 of them. So you're just going to write it twice. 3x minus 8. 3x minus 8. Now, in class, a bunch of you preferred the double distribute method. That's where we take this and we cut it in half. So 3x times 3x minus 8, the second piece, minus 8 times 3x minus 8. And then you distribute it twice. So 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times negative 8 is negative 24x. Negative 8 times 3x is negative 24x. And negative 8 times negative 8 is 64. We still have to combine like terms in the middle. 9x squared minus 48x plus 64. And then some of you preferred the box method. We drew a box, and this is 3x minus 8, and this is 3x minus 8. So inside that box, we had to multiply. 3x times 3x is 9x squared, negative 24x, negative 8 times 3. 3 times negative 8 is negative 24x. Negative 8 times negative 8 is 64. Again, you still have to write your final answer. 9x squared minus 48x plus 64. And again, it doesn't matter to me if you like double distribute or if you like the box. And some of us were even foiling. We were drawing all the arrows from one piece to the other. So whatever works for you. That concludes the warm-up. I'm going to pause the video here and then we will work on the notes.